Hello, clever people, and welcome to my review for Klaus. So Klaus is a Netflix original animated movie, and it follows the story of this postman's son. And this postman runs a huge corporation, so he decides to assign his son to this little remote island where postal service is used by absolutely nobody. And because of this, he tries to come up with some way to try to fix this problem, and he ends up meeting this big burly man named Klaus, who has a lot of presents in a shed because of what he did in the past. So the postman decides to try to use this to increase the postal service activity of the city. So Klaus was a movie I was quite looking forward to because reviews were really strong for it. I generally liked the tone of the movie, and I have been waiting for a good animated movie this year, like forever, because I didn't like Toy Story 4, I didn't like Frozen 2, I didn't really like How to Train Your Dragon 3. The best one so far was Missing Link, and honestly, I like Missing Link, but when that's the best animated movie of that year, there's clearly a problem with animated movies that came out that year. So I was really hoping that maybe Klaus would kind of turn me around and maybe show me an animated film that could be memorable from this year. And thankfully, that's exactly what it did. Klaus is a great movie, and it's nothing super special, I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of cliched, and it's a story that, you haven't seen this specific story before, but you've seen stories similar to it in an animated format. But something about this just felt so heartwarming and special, and really, it did put a lot of Christmas spirit in me. It's also beautifully animated. This is kind of a hand-drawn animated film, and it's really well done. The characters look great, they look really original, the designs overall are very memorable. It plays around with height, which is kind of a problem with certain animated movies. It plays around with height in a way that fits and doesn't feel annoying, and overall, it's just a really nice movie. There's not a whole lot to say about it because it's pretty simple. Like I said earlier, it's a story you've seen before, and it's not like it's saying anything super complex. It's not like an animated movie that I'm gonna go out and say every kid should see because of its complex themes, because it will teach them to be better people. Nothing like that. It's simple, 100%. But in the end, it's just heartwarming, and it will make you and your children want to be better people. And in the end, when a film can do that, it's definitely a good one. My only problems with the film is that it was kind of paced strangely, and I don't think that it's all that memorable because it does kind of use the contrived plot from before, but in the end, it doesn't have a whole lot wrong with it. I think it's just a perfectly nice movie. There are some villain characters in this movie that feel kind of weak, that felt like from a different animated movie that wasn't of this quality, but I still did enjoy Klaus. I think it's a great movie. It's on Netflix, and I really do hope it gets nominated for Best Animated Feature at the Oscars because it is, so far, in my opinion, the best animated feature, and I think it deserves the nomination, and I think it's a movie that you should all go out and watch this holiday season. I will give Klaus a 7.5 out of 10. Alright, that concludes my review for Klaus. So, what are your thoughts on this film, or what is your favorite animated Christmas movie? Comment in the comment section below, and let me know. I'm Robert Burke, and this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.